Hey guys, welcome to We Hate Our Mom podcast. We're gonna do
We listen and we don't judge.
And we don't judge, right, Gypsy?
We listen and we don't judge.
You go first.
When I tried to kill my mom, I almost cut her head off.
We listen
and we don't judge.
I accidentally dropped something heavy on my mom's foot once.
We listen and we don't judge.
Gypsy?
I asked my partner to R-word my mom. We listen and we don't judge.
We don't judge. I don't know what to say after that. I once stole candy.
We listen and we don't judge. I had sex with Nick after he unalived my mom.
Okay, that's it. I judge. I'm judging. What the fuck is wrong with you, girl?
Say hi, Grandma.
Grandpa. We gotta go Grandpa's and play toys at Grandpa. Oh. Oh. Okay. So you're here. I'm queer. I don't know if you are, but we're here. I have some shit to talk about today. And I'm going to tell you one thing about me, which most of you already know because of my videos and stuff like that, and like the fact that I reply to comments. And I did a live last Saturday. It was great. We had a lot of fun. I hope you guys watched it. But what we need to talk about today is quite a few things. In fact, it's probably going to be a longer video, so grab a snack, prepare yourself. We're going to get into some shit because I've had it. Look at this shirt says. This shirt says over it. Why? Because I'm fucking over it. Over it. Over it and over. Over it. Done.
Soiled it. Soiled it. Soiled it. Soiled it.
Do you understand? But I'm going to tell you why I'm over it. Okay? Now, first off, I have a video I want to show you guys. I'm going to react to it with you. Yes, there we go. English. Yeah, this. Well, first things first. First fucking things first. I'm going ahead of myself here. Welcome to my channel. It's baby girl here. I have some more shit to talk about. The bitch, the gyp bitch. It's never gonna end. I don't feel like we're ever gonna not have something to talk about with this bitch. Swear to God. Now, first things first here, I want you guys to take a look at this here. Oh, it's up to put new batteries in it for her. Because he's running low, you can tell. This is my light up bear. And he's very light, and I've had him for a little while. And he just sits over here, and I turn him on when I do my videos. But I got an email from a young lady who's got a 18-month-old baby who I have to send her the bear. Isn't that cute? She wants the bear. So I'm going to send her the bear. So you won't see Mr. Bear in my videos anymore. But just know Mr. Bear will be sitting on the dresser or something along those lines for a cute little baby. She sent me pictures of her. She's so dang cute. Hi, Kayla, if you're watching, or if that is that your name, Kayla or Kaylee? I'm sorry if I said it wrong. I apologize. I hate that when people do that, say the names wrong. And here I didn't even look at yours. I apologize to be sure I was saying it correctly. But anyway, yeah, I love that. See, that's me though. I like the. I'm not here just for views. I'm here because I want to build a community. I want to talk to you guys. I want us to be friends, all of us, and I want us to be close. I want good things for everybody that watches my videos. I don't have any ill will. I don't want any views for anything that isn't what I feel or what isn't the truth. Do you understand? I'm not here to spread misinformation. I'm not here to go against other creators, and that's another fucking thing that's going on that I'm really goddamn tired of. Okay, now, before we go to this video here to react to, we're actually going to react to Ivory Rose Grows' video here. This first video is how she got targeted, you guys, after leaving the Vigil or whatever. She had a moment of silence on her live. She did more of a Vigil than I would have considered one, okay? But at the time, poor Pink Pony Club, she was getting kicked out of the building and everything else, the poor thing, after she goes there by plane and all that. So I feel for her too. And like, at first I thought maybe they should have had signs and things like that, but they didn't have much time. The money was so that, you know, Pink Pony Club could get some of her money back for what she was owed for the plane ticket and take everybody out for dinner. And that's wonderful. I'm very happy, you know, with the outcome of that. It sucks that only 4 people could make it. You know, I wish we could have had a bigger group. But, you know, it is what it is. And I don't feel like anybody that was waiting in line there was an actual real fucking person buying a book. And I think that they were paid actors, to be quite honest with you. Now, I have her video here explaining how she was literally... what the heck? Pulled over for a speeding ticket, but got ripped out of her vehicle, thrown against the car, handcuffed, detained, put in the back of a cop car, and told that, you know, just hang tight, basically, while they ransacked her entire vehicle. Now, the only reason I could think something like that would happen is if somebody over at that book signing or a Gypsy Rose stand of some kind called the police and told them that they either had some kind of drugs or weapons in the car. That's the only reason I can think of. And even then, I would presume they would tell you what they were doing. They can't just like go in your car and search it without permission. You know, it just doesn't, I don't know. But anyways, this is crazy wild. Tell me what you think about it and in the comments here. But we're going to go and we're going to take a look at it right now.
Okay, so last night I went to the Vigil for Deedee. I did go live. There was a lot of y'all. There was like 400 people watching the live. I stayed on opposite side of the street. It was very, you know, I was very respectful. I even held a moment of silence for Deedee in my live. I made sure to say that I was there peacefully. I'm only there for a peaceful vigil.
Y'all excuse my hair, but
what's up, y'all? It's Ivory Rose, your woo-woo bestie, and this is my page, Ivory Rose Grows Wild. Alright, now, we got some stuff we gotta talk about. Okay, so last night, I went to the Vigil for Deedee. I did go live. There was a lot of y'all. There was like 400 people watching the live. I stayed on opposite side of the street. It was very, you know, I was very respectful. I even held a moment of silence for Deedee in my live. I made sure to say that I was there peacefully. I'm only there for a peaceful vigil. That's it. I don't care about no book signing. I'm only caring about a peaceful vigil. That's it. I don't care about nothing else. So, I met up with Pink Pony. That was so much fun. I met up with Anne. She was there as well. The guy with the sign, his sign was freaking cool, y'all. And there was another girl that was there too. It was a good time. Then we went eat. Really good food. Good time. It was just... I had such a good time for dinner. It was just, I loved it. And I loved meeting Pink Pony and others as well. Great vibes. Everybody had good vibes last night. Now, I did show up the last 40 minutes of the of the Vigil, but you know, your girl had to work, and then we had a Christmas party, so you know, I made it there just, you know, late, but I still made it there. My intention for Deedee was made. It was just a really good time. If anybody was aggressive, it was the other side, the way they were outside taking pictures. Rogan yelled something at me. Oh, she made it, look at her, she made it. But you know, I didn't have any responses. I didn't really want to be anywhere near that guy. I just wanted to be there for Deedee, just for a peaceful vigil for Deedee. That's it, I don't care about nothing else. But after we left dinner, me and hubby was on the way home, and something real fucking weird happened. Really fucking weird. So me and hubby get put in handcuffs last night. Let me tell you why. So we leave dinner, and we driving home, listening to music, driving home, okay? Had good dinner, vigil was good. We just driving home. About 30 minutes later, 30-ish minutes later, as we're driving home, whoa, blue fucking lumen red lights. My heart drops to my stomach, and I said, oh my god, what the fuck. So he pulls us over. A total of 3 more cops pull up, so it's 4 cop cars. They, 2 cops come, one on his side, one on my side, open the door, grab us out the car, threw us, turned us around, put us against the, now mind you, I'm asking, what's going on? What did we do? They're not telling us that. Turning us around, putting handcuffs immediately on. I've never been in a situation like that before, ever. I've never been pulled out of a car and handcuffed and immediately brought to the backseat of the car, of a cop car. They put me on one side and they put my hubby on the other side. I'm crying, because I'm like, what the fuck did we do? What did we do? So the cop comes around and he says, okay, well, you know, we getting you for speeding. You're going 60 and a 45 or something. And he's like, so y'all pulled me out the car like for that? You handcuffed us for speeding for that? He said, you just gonna have to hang tight, and shuts the door. And I'm like, oh my fucking god. Oh my, like who wants to go to a fucking New Orleans jail on a fucking Friday? That means you don't get out till Monday. So I'm freaking out. My hubby's like, calm down, because I'm like, what the fuck? This is, something's not right. This is not, how they usually pull you over for speeding. Like, this is weird. So all these cops are talking. They tearing my fucking car apart. Tore my car apart. Mail, papers, my kids' medical papers from the doctor. I mean, all over. Falling out the car. I had presents for the kids in the back seat. They tore all of that up. All of that up. I'll go and do a little videos of my car. This is the next morning, but I'll show y'all. But freaking the fuck out. Then, guess what fucking happens? On the cops, we're in the backseat, handcuffed for fucking speeding, okay? But wouldn't tell us any other details, okay? And they were tearing my car up. As the cops are talking, I guess the navigational screen that's on the cop's dashboard started to ring. Ding, ding, ding. And guess whose name came up across the screen? Ivory R. Now, I don't know if that was a call or a text. I think it was a text because there's no number that came up. Why is Ivory R? Y'all know I'm Ivory Rose. That right there told me everything I needed to know in that moment. That we was followed. This is what I believe, and now my husband, after everything, believes the same thing. They say, all right, I'm gonna get into what I think, but they were like, okay, well, y'all look good. Okay, so we just gonna give you a speeding ticket. Not me, I didn't get no ticket. Got put in the back of a fucking cop car, handcuffs tight as fuck, and I did nothing. I wasn't even the driver. I did nothing. And immediately got taken out the car. Like, they acted like we were aggressors who robbed a bank. That's how they were acting. So he lets us go, takes the handcuffs off, gives him a ticket for speeding, and they let us go. We're pulling off, and I said, oh my god, we were set up. This is what we believe. We were followed from the vigil for Deedee. I believe we was followed to the restaurant, and then followed after we left. And in the moment they saw that he was speeding, that was their reason to pull over. Why was my vehicle torn the fuck apart? Why were we immediately taken out the car and put into handcuffs? Aggressively for what? For speed? Like, this is not right. And the icing on the cake is that, why did Ivory R come up on that cop screen in his car? Why? I think that we was followed. And when he started speeding, he got pulled over. Now, we was going with the traffic. All the other vehicles were also going the same speed. But our car was sought out and pulled over. Then, after they had his driver's license, they acted like they couldn't spell his last name. My husband's like, you got my ID in your hand. And then they were like, you ever lived on this street? And we're like, no, neither one of us. I don't know what the fuck was going on last night, but the way we was treated behind a speeding ticket, immediately taken out the car, handcuffed, thrown in the back seat of the car. Now, the cop that I had that was putting the handcuffs on me, he was really nice to me. He was very soft-spoken. He's like, listen, I'm just detaining you, because I started to panic. Hold on. I started to panic But he was really nice, and it's just, I mean, I'm in shock. I'm in shock. We believe that we was followed because we went to the vigil and we was followed. The moment he was speeding, they pulled him over. Why was nobody else pulled over? We was all going to. So, like I said, it was absolute setup. Doing some work for GRB, huh?
Okay. Now that you've seen that one, we also have this one, which I feel is very important. If you guys want to give, by all means, please do so. She needs a lawyer for all the stuff that she's dealing with, the police reports she's had to make and everything like that. I don't know if $20,000 is the correct amount to put on there, but if you guys can help her in any way, that's great.
What's up, y'all? It's Ivory Rose, your boo-boo bestie, and this is my page, Ivory Rose Grows Wild. Okay, so let's talk about a few things. I made a decision on something that I've been thinking about, and I want to share it with y'all. So a lot of people have been saying you need to hire a lawyer. Yeah, I agree. It's getting to where now I feel like the police department is doing shit on behalf of her. I filed multiple police reports. I talked to the parole supervisor in person. I've talked to the assistant DA. Production is involved in this shit. This was all why I said that they're turning the whole season around on content creators. Y'all remember? Yeah, that's where that came from, was from what was happening with me. But a lot of people, saying you need to hire a lawyer. Well, yeah, I agree. But let's be honest. Money. It's Christmas time. I don't have any shame in saying if I hire a lawyer and I mean, I work 2 jobs. My husband is a disabled veteran. We have 3 kids. It's hard as it is. It's hard as it is. So, regarding the situation that I'm in, I decided to make a GoFundMe to help me hire a lawyer. A good lawyer here is the retainer's $10,000. I don't know if I should go outside of the 2 parishes. When you go towards NOLA, it gets way more than 10 grand retainer. So I set a GoFundMe to help hire me a lawyer for everything that's being done to me. If you don't know, I have a whole playlist called Proof. Go check it out. I have everything in there. So yeah, I decided to make a GoFundMe for $20,000. If you want to donate to it and help me get a lawyer, I greatly, greatly appreciate it so much. Y'all have no idea. Even if you just want to share this and share, the GoFundMe link, even that is helpful. I'm just so disheartened by all of this. I mean, it's just not right. I feel like this schmurderer who's on parole is getting more protection and leeway, and things are being done on her behalf because it's GRB, but yet the citizens of this parish and in the state aren't even being protected from a schmurderer on parole that is using her friends and family to harass creators. So they are really taking this out of hand. I don't feel comfortable where I'm living anymore. I don't want to even live in the state anymore. I don't trust the public officials anymore. Due to all of this, like, what are you protecting? The revenue that she's bringing in? Because that's what it feels like. Because y'all are protecting a schmurderer on parole that is harassing a local, and y'all just turning a blind eye to it. Now I feel like I'm being set up by whatever they're doing. I don't know. There's some fucked up shit that's happening. I need some help. I made a GoFundMe. If you want to donate to it, thank you so much. Spread the word. I need y'all help. For real. It's gotten to a point where I don't know what else to do. Didn't want to have to go the route of a lawyer, but now I see where it's going, and it's time. It's fucking time. We're gonna fight fire with fire, right? All right. So if you want to donate, please help me. I appreciate y'all. Spread the word. I need y'all help. Thank y'all. Have a good day. Oh, also, I'm gonna drop the GoFundMe link in the comments.
It's like she's got to fight fire with fire, basically, and get a lawyer. She's got 3 kids. She's got 2 jobs. Her husband's a disabled veteran, I believe she said. She's even had Gypsy Rose's aunts, Deedee's sisters, comment on her stuff. Thank you for all that you do. Thank you for spreading the word about my sister. Thank you. All these things.
Show y'all. Hold on. I just got a call from one of my girlies on the bayou, like down in Cove. Ball. So my girlie sent me a clip of a video that she came across on YouTube. Now, mind you, bayou, you know that we all know each other. I got family down there, friends down there. I got other people that, doing some legwork, trying to put out the truth, okay? Well, they sent me a clip. And they were so upset. Okay. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to show the clip or not, but in this clip, a creator was saying that she personally knows Deedee's family and that she knows that they're so upset about GRB. Now, I have gotten on this app and told y'all several times that none of these fucking creators are talking to these actual family members that are on the right side of things. If you think you are talking to one of the family members, guess what? Congratulations, you're talking to one of Presley's family members who's out here putting out bullshit through y'all.
So yeah, that happened the other day. But you hear it was being talked about today though, right? But yeah, y'all have a good day. Bye, besties.
I believe that Ivory Rose has great intentions, even though I think that people come into the story a little too late, don't quite know what the fuck is going on, and then they have to say stuff like this.
Y'all might as well unfollow me now. If any one of you bitches donate to Ivory Rose Grows Wild fucking GoFundMe for $20,000 over a fucking speeding ticket during Christmas time, bro, I swear, I don't want y'all, bye. Today is my goddamn birthday. Did I get on here begging y'all for money? I'm a fucking full, able-bodied fucking human being. Clock in, ho.
Now, that video completely disgusts me because she claims that it's just over a speeding ticket. Obviously, you don't know the lore of it, honey.
Monday.
And obviously, you shouldn't be making a video
Monday.
if you don't know the fucking story and the whole story to know why exactly she wants to get a lawyer against Gypsy Rose or possibly City of New Orleans for the way that she was treated. And she has every fucking right to. How dare you come on here, even though yes, it is Christmas time. I understand. But if people want to give for the cause of her being able to get a lawyer, that is their prerogative, and they have every right to do so. How dare you come on your platform and make a video not knowing the whole story, and then telling people not to donate when you don't know the whole story. That's not okay. And I let her have it with a comment. By the way, I told her about herself, not in an extremely mean way, but I did say, hey, look, maybe you should go and check out the lore of the story before you go ahead and make an ignorant video. Which I feel like that brings me to this next point. I feel like a lot of creators do. And we're going to react to this video here where she explains how the book signing happened, and then all of a sudden another creator went into the bookstore, he said, and he said, I don't know if it was him that started all of it or whatever, but he claimed that the book was gone, there was nothing on the shelves, the bookstore didn't want anything to do with Gypsy Rose anymore, but then this woman calls, and of course, that's not the case.
Happy Monday, guys. So this morning I want to talk about this ride that everybody is on with Gypsy Rose, and the fact that even people that I know will listen to creators throw, I have no other way to put it, bullshit out there, and they believe it. Sometimes you can make a phone call or go to see something yourself instead of just believing what people are saying. So I'm going to talk about a new rumor, okay? So as you know, Friday the 13th of December, Gypsy Rose had her book signing at the Garden District Book Club. The rumor has come out afterwards, and I don't know who started it. I have an idea of who started it, but I don't know for a fact who did, that all the books were taken down from the shelves after this book signing and that the bookstore wants nothing to do with her. Guys, you can either go into the bookstore or you can call the bookstore. I just got off the phone with the bookstore. Did not tell them why I was calling. I just said, hey, I'm looking for a book and I wanted to see if you have them. And I told her what I was looking for, and she said, oh yeah, we have a bunch of them. They're on the shelf. You can have signed or unsigned copies. They did not get removed from the bookshelves. They did not get removed out of the bookstore. And she certainly isn't mad about it. In fact, she was so excited to tell me about it. So, again, why does everybody listen to creators that keep telling these fabricated stories just to get views? I'll get way less views off this video, which is the truth, than they get off their lies. And that is clear to me why they're doing it. So, just, again, do research, ask somebody you trust, but don't just believe everything they say. The books were not removed from the shelves. I even got a price. Have a great day, everybody.
I believe that Deedee was probably there at that book signing in spirit, watching over everybody, and she saw the people that were there for her, and I know she's grateful. And I am glad that they did got all together and had a nice dinner, you know, and the hate, though, that was posed against Pink Pony Club and against Ivory Rose grows because it's happening when you get down there to the bayou. It's a different story. And you guys don't seem to understand that in small town South, everybody knows your business and you don't even know how. Everybody and their brother. These people in the South, no offense, are nosy as fuck. And they will find out one way or another because somebody's family with somebody or somebody's friends with family of somebody or whatever, married to somebody whose family was somebody who was this or that. Trust me. That's why I fight hard for her and what she says with the videos about how you don't know what you're talking about unless you're down there in the bayou because of that fact right there. I know that because I lived in Mississippi, which isn't too far away. I lived in Mississippi in a small town and everybody knew my motherfucking business before I even got there. So I just want to put that out there. I'm just so glad that people were there for Deedee, but now I did do some research, y'all. And I was looking for ways, and I heard that Toddy One Skip brought this up as well, but I was looking for some ways to possibly have a permanent, memorial for Deedee, right? And I was looking for that to be in like New Orleans or surrounding areas, you know, just because where she was from. There isn't a lot of options that are right there I did find, okay, you could rent, I'm sorry, I'm jumping around, ADD is kicking in hardcore. But there is a way that you can adopt a bench and there will be a plaque put on it and it will be a bench then placed in City Park, something, or it might have been City Park. Damn it, I left my notes about that in the other room. Anyway, I emailed about that because they said to email this email about it to inquire for more information. I'm waiting for an email back on that. I've been checking. Once I get an email back, I will most certainly let everybody know what they told me because I was thinking about doing that, or like you can always buy the star packages where you name a star as a memorial to them, which we can do that too. That's a cheaper option. I will say that's like the cheapest package for that is 1 star. You get a certificate and everything, and that's $44. So that's something I would just take care of on my own and just like, I don't know if the sisters would want it or what the case may be. I'm just trying to find a way to memorialize Deedee because yes, she made mistakes. She wasn't the perfect person, you know, and like I had a comment on my short that I made pertaining to this, and the young lady I think it was a young lady, she said that it was wrong to want to do that because the fact that Deedee had grifted for so long and she actually had taken a wish from a Make-A-Wish candidate that I think had passed away before they could get their wish, which is wrong. Yes, I get it. She wasn't perfect, but she still passed away in a very horrible fashion by the hands of her own flesh and blood that she brought into this world. And I still believe that everybody, no matter the mistakes they've made in this life, deserve to be remembered and she was trying to give her child the best life she possibly could. Maybe she didn't do it in the right way. I'm not condoning what she did. All I'm saying is that she should still be memorialized. It's not like we go around saying, well, you don't get a plot at the grave site because you did this and you did that. Nobody's perfect. None of you are, and I'm not. Deedee wasn't. Nobody is. Okay? I won't claim to be. I don't expect you to claim to be. We're all people who make mistakes, who fuck up. Granted, yes, that wasn't quite a mistake. That was a choice she made. But nonetheless, I still believe she deserves a memorial. So we'll work on that together as a community. I hope we can all brainstorm some more ideas. I saw one of them was you could plant a tree in one of the forests out there, but girl, they want $4,000 to plant a tree. I said, make me rich on YouTube here and I'll swing for it. But right now, we're barely eating over here. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Well, I look like I eat enough. I've been losing weight, though, on my tirzepatide, so don't you say nothing. I've actually lost a lot of weight. Do you understand? I'm looking sexy as hell, and I am loving it. Okay. I'm a goofy, stupid bitch. Anyway, why do these creators also get so jealous of each other and feel the need to sit here and have these petty ass fucking arguments and shit? Like Fancy getting pissed off about the sign situation when she's not taking into account the factors as to why those things didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? And being understanding and empathetic about the fact that these people still took time out of their lives and went there and supported Deedee in that way. And that alone is wonderful and beautiful to me. So I don't have anything against Nina. The problem I have is that they get too involved in this drama bullshit and start arguing with each other over it. And then do things behind the scenes that aren't cool. And it's not for me, okay? Because just like I'm real sitting right here in front of you, if somebody comes at me in the creator field, bitch, it's on. I'm going to let you have it. I keep it real. I'm not going to hold back. And it's not going to be a pretty sight. You don't want to see me snap. Ask my fiance. I flip the fuck out. I don't mess around. Because one thing that's not going to happen on my channel here is I'm not going to have no bullshit ass drama caused by some bullshit ass creator that thinks they got something to say. I stand on my own 2 feet. I make my own shit. And if you don't like it, that's how I feel about it. But if you like it, welcome. I love you. You know what I'm saying? But these creators aren't going to affect me like that. I know that's right. I am not going to be making video after video about other creators and shit like that. Even though I'm saying something right now, this is the last time I motherfucking will. And you creators, not you guys, but you creators to know that, baby girl, don't fuck around. You come for me for something, and you better be ready to take what you dish out, is all I got to say. Because this is getting to be just stupid. It really, truly fucking is. You can kind of understand Ivory Rose grows with her issues with certain creators and stuff because they just automatically chose not to believe her because she's out there. Why? Are you jealous? Do you want to be out there so you hear the Bayou Tea too? Is that the problem? What the fuck is the fucking problem?
My purposes only. These are my thoughts and my opinions. So let's talk about the vigil / protest. Okay, so I went. Okay, I'm going to show you parts of my life in this video so you can see how it went for me. I did not buy a ticket. I did not go inside the event. I held a moment of silence on my life for Deedee. I was very respectful. I didn't yell out anything that was inappropriate. I was there very peacefully. I went last minute. I wasn't going to go and decided 30 minutes before 5 o'clock that I was going to go. So I didn't get there till 6:20. It makes me kind of sad that there's just a lot of drama around this. And that, I don't want to be a part of the drama. I really don't. It makes me sad though, because like I went to because I felt like it was important that somebody from the bike be there. I was across, like, I don't know, y'all. I tried my best. I know a lot of people aren't really too happy about how that, but you know, that's fine. But for me, I went and I held, a vigil for her. I was down the street while I was doing my live. And then towards the end, I was done. I walked up and met up with Pink Pony and, a couple others that were out there. And, But I just don't. It just kind of makes me really sad because I went, my heart was in a good place. I went there with the intention of holding a moment of silence for Deedee. I thought it was important that somebody from the bayou be there. I wanted to bring candles. I did, but knowing how they are, especially behind me, they would say that I would in the place down if I would have brought that. So I chose not to bring candles, and that was a decision I made on my own, for my own protection and safety, because these people make up shit all the time. So it's just really sad that I don't even know all the details surrounding the drama behind all of this. I feel like I'm kind of in the dark a little bit because, I mean, I don't know, man. Some people don't even know that I went. Some people don't even know I held a moment of silence for her in my life. Y'all just gonna have to see the video. I'm gonna put the full video on my YouTube in a few days. I didn't upload too many videos on YouTube yesterday, so now I gotta wait. So let me show you what the vigil looked like on my live. So I just want to say that I am here peacefully in honor of Deedee. I believe that she hasn't gotten any justice, and I just want to come and support that, and ain't nobody gonna tell me I can't do what I feel in my heart is right. So I'm doing this in honor of her. I'm not gonna really approach I don't really go around her. I'm just only being here in support of the vigil for Deedee. But I'm here peacefully. Like, I'm not about any kind of drama tonight, because it's very important. Thank you to Real Rachel, because it's very important that, we, are peaceful about it. Yes, I'm here for Deedee. So I think it's really important right now. Y'all share the live, okay? So I think it's really important that we all just take a moment of silence, just a minute, for her. Is everybody down for that? Because I feel like that's really important for me to do that. Like, we just need to take a moment of silence for her. What's happening across the street and inside that fucking building? It's just disgusting. Disgusting. Hashtag justice for Deedee. Yes. All right, y'all ready? Let's do our moment of silence for Deedee. We're just gonna do it for a minute, okay, y'all? Thank you. So much. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Oh, I love the white candles. Oh, this cobblestone. Brown. Oh, break a fucking ankle. Oh, they got a guy out there in a muscle shirt. Oh, I see her out here. You heard that? He said, look, there she is. What's up, my girl? Hey! Oh my God! Hey, y'all! Look who's across the street. You see your friend? So as you can see, I kept it very respectful. I tried my best. I wanted to make sure that someone from the bayou was there to represent the memory and honor of Deedee, and that's why I went. Yeah, it was last minute, but I wasn't gonna go. But after some thought, I was like, no, fuck this. Somebody from this area needs to go and at least just have a presence there to hold a moment of silence, and that's just what I did. No, I don't know. I'm just kind of speechless and in a slumber behind all of this, because it's like, I don't know. There's a lot of weird shit that's going on besides what I'm talking to, so it's just kind of taking its toll on me, I guess. I don't know. But I'm just real, I'm disappointed. I know I went. Y'all know I roll by myself. I've always had to do this on this app. And, that's okay. But, y'all, I'm just speechless. I don't know. But, I'll post a full video on my YouTube in a few days. But yeah, go follow my YouTube, Ivory Rose Grows Wild. Link is in my bio. Yeah. Alright, y'all. Have a good day, and sending love to you, Deedee Blanchett. And sending healing vibes and protection vibes to all your family that support you. And so it is. Alright, y'all. I don't know. Y'all. What's up, y'all? It's Ivory Rose, your there she is. And, that's okay.
I've seen other creators make videos about this person, about that person, and tell their stories, put their story out there, spread the word for these people. But yet when it comes to Ivory Rose Grows, she's got to fight and fight and fight. And I don't understand why. When she's literally had her life threatened and everything else. You people need to take a step back and understand what the fuck you're really doing here. Are you here for what's the good of things? Are you here for that? Or are you here for the fucking drama because it feeds your fucking ego? I'm sorry, I'm not here for that. And everyone says, oh, you should go on Sir Morbid's panel. I will. I'll go on that fucking panel. But you know what? I see a lot of stupid, ignorant arguments on there. I love Morbid, don't get me wrong, but some of the people that he has on there is what I'm talking about. The stupid arguments between Fancy and Nina, the stupid arguments, the fat shaming. Yes, I get it, Nina, that Bree comes for you and has made you lose your job. Whatever beef you have with her is between you and her. But I don't think that 25 to 30 minutes of the live should be consumed of you shaming her then. Because why? What did two wrongs make? Not a right. So why the fuck are we doing this? But maybe it's just because I'm 41 years old and I don't feel that kind of shit's necessary. I'm here to talk about the bullshit that Gypsy Rose is doing and the bullshit behind her story. I'm not here to talk about you and your shit. Unless I feel strongly for you and I feel strongly for Ivory Rose Grows. I don't know what it is. Maybe I feel a realness in her. I don't know. But there are a lot of motherfucking creators coming on here that don't know the whole story too. That are talking like that bitch. Talking like a fucking sausage. Seriously. And then also don't claim a source as your source unless you fully trust that that source is correct with information. I was just thinking about the South. I gotta tell you guys this story. Totally off subject, but it's funny. My son, when he was like 10 years old, we were moving to Mississippi. So we were getting everything ready to go. We were packing things in the moving truck and stuff. And my fiance's grandfather looked at my son and he says, hey son, can you put that over yonder for me? And my son turns around and whispers, Mom, where's yonder? I laughed so hard. I said, boy, it's just over there. He just looks at me weird, but it was so funny. I had to tell you. Because you guys, this is how I feel. You guys are my friends. You guys are my people that I come to talk to every day. So, I mean, if I say something wrong you don't like, let me know in the comments and we'll discuss it like adults. Not drama. I am the most understanding, most empathetic, loving person you will find on this motherfucking app. Till I'm pissed off, of course. If you have some issue with anything I've said at all, we can talk about it like adults, okay? And I'm not going to get pissed off at anybody for wanting to talk like adults. But when it comes down to that drama shit, I'm not with it. So, keep it over there. It's just common sense, like... The Bayou is, of course, going to talk about their bullshit. They're not going to talk to these creators. The family is putting out, they know what's going on. They know what we're doing. They're happy we're doing it. They're putting out their comment. That's it. That's all. You know what I'm about? That's what I wanted to say as well. What I'm about is what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. And that's it. I'm not here to fucking play bullshit games with other creators and shit like that. That's just stupid to me. You know what I mean? What's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. If I feel you did something wrong, then you're wrong. If I feel you were right, then you're right. I don't have it in me to be like, well, you're wrong because of my personal feelings. No, you look at the big picture. You know, I don't know if I'm making much fucking sense, but I'm just tired of it. Do you understand? I'm fucking over the bullshit here. And now I'm not making no goddamn sense. Do you understand? No, you can't understand. Because I'm not making no fucking sense. And I'm getting pissed. I shouldn't have to talk about this bullshit. Do you understand what I'm saying? I should be able to come on here, talk about the little rodent, Gypsy Rose, and then get off of here and be on my business and talk to my friends. Not have to worry about people causing drama. Son of a bitch. My catchphrase, son of a bitch. Now, I also wanted to touch a bit on the Kaylin podcast. That was a shit show. She's changing her story on fucking
But
everything.
I thought she
from
didn't
the
know.
BB gun.
Because at another point she said she didn't know.
And does she know the difference between her pain medications? Because in one moment she says she was on Vicodin, then it was oxycodone, then it was Oxycontin.
Yeah.
I mean, what was it, Gypsy?
This video will show Gypsy Rose Blanchard's lies side by side. She was recently on Kale Lowry's podcast.
Gypsy
Fairly
Rose
Famous,
is like delusional. I think she's brain damaged or something.
From other
This
interviews.
microdeletion got her all
video,
fucked
I
up
will show you
something.
guys clips of where Gypsy says one thing versus another in a different interview. So go ahead and check it out.
She
Leave your
was.
thoughts, and
She
don't
calls it
forget to hit that
Vicodin, but
follow
it's
button. She told Kale Lowry that
then
she
she
was
says
addicted
oxycodone.
to
What is it?
certain medications. I
Those
want
are
to
two
say she
different
told
things.
Kale that she was taking Vicodin, I think, and that her mom not only knew about it, but her mom was feeding her this medication.
In the book, too, you talked about your, I don't want to call it an addiction because I don't necessarily think that you called it an addiction. Do you think that you had an addiction?
I absolutely do think that it was an addiction.
You lie about everything.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And your mom was aware of it but didn't say anything.
Correct.
But that sort of fell into subconscious or conscious plan of, her kind of keeping you close. It sort of helped keep you there, right?
Right. It's hard whenever you have someone, there's nobody there to tell you to stop or to pull you away from the edge, but instead encourage. And so she would give me what we call a cocktail. And so that would be a mixture of oxycodone and Xanax together.
Now, in the prison confessions of Gypsy Rose Blanchard, she said that nobody knew about her addiction, and one time her mom even called on and
had
asked
someone
her
telling you to
if
just
she
leave.
was
You
taking
still
these
chose to do what you
pain
did,
pills. In the
bitch.
documentary, she said that she was taking Oxycontin. So two different medications, both pain medications, but they are a little different.
My mother had a prescription for Vicodin.
That
she
is.
would give me what we call a cocktail. And so that would be a mixture of oxycodone and Xanax together.
And so when she was smoking, I would just go and take one or two.
That's what it is.
bottles. I never told anyone about this before. My mother did start to suspect that I was taking her pain pills behind her back, and she confronted me about it, but I didn't, of course, lie to her.
And whether or not your mom knew about your addiction and helped feed your addiction, I think that's going to be something that you're not going to forget. Okay, let's move on to Dan. Now, in the prison confessions of Gypsy Rose Blanchard, she said that she thought she was 15. She found
So
some
why couldn't you
documentation
do that
saying that she was 19.
when you were
It was around that time
supposedly
she started talking to Dan,
so abused?
and she was telling Dan what was going on in her life, and Dan
So
told her, "You're a
abused.
grown woman, just leave."
I found my Medicaid card, and it said that I was actually 19. At that time, I met this guy, Dan, at Vision Con. And he kept telling me, "You're an adult and you can leave."
Now, when she talked to Kale on Barely Famous, she told Kale that she was 15 and Dan was 36.
His roommate.
Dan was an adult that you met at a convention.
Correct.
How old is he? How old was he?
He was 36.
And he thought you were how old?
15.
Kale said that's a little bit concerning. That's like pedo vibes.
This
And
is-
Gypsy refused to label him a pedo and even
Really
said,
just-
I don't like when people label me, so I'm not going to label him.
So that would be a pedophile, right?
I don't like saying
Yeah,
that
exactly.
word.
Right.
I don't like labeling.
There's so many lies.
I don't like labels put on me, so that's why I don't put labels.
How about I killed my mother for sausage? What?
Another part
These
of
are
her
the
story
stupid.
that changed
Oh my
concerning
gosh.
Dan was what happened the night that she left. So she told Kale
No, you
Lowry
wrote porn.
that she
Oh, that one.
went to the neighbor's house, knocked on the door. It was an old man, and she asked him for a ride to the hospital.
So that was with Dan, yeah.
Okay, okay.
So it was
Me,
literally
Dan,
up the
and
street,
we don't
and I
judge.
knock on the first person's door that I see. Like I called him my boyfriend.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, my boyfriend is in the hospital. Can I get a ride?
Did they think
Yeah,
you were on drugs?
I probably looked like I was.
What did they say to you?
They're like, okay. I mean, it was a nice man. It was probably like 2:00 in the morning, and he gave me the ride. But
He took you?
yes,
And then you get to the hospital and you're like, "Hey, Dan, what's up?"
yeah.
In the documentary, she said that she hitchhiked to Dan's house. No mention of a hospital, just that she hitchhiked to Dan's house. And when she got to Dan's house, he told her that he was on probation, so he could not leave the state.
It was late at night. It was about 2 a.m. And I hitchhiked to his friend's house. That's when he tells me that he was on parole and couldn't leave the state.
I think you're going to remember
you did
if
not.
you hitchhiked or if you caught a robbery.
You clearly said that you were relieved that you didn't kill her.
Just went straight to the house. I think that's going to be something you remember, but I digress. Let's continue.
No, you did not.
The biggest one I would say
how are you
is
relieved?
Gypsy shooting her mom with a BB gun.
Why did your mom have the BB gun to begin with? Why did she buy that from Walmart?
So she had bought that because she had told me it was to keep Dan away.
After this attempt, she was very sensitive to when I would move in the bed.
And also, if you knew it was a BB gun, why did you shoot her as many times as you could?
And she threatened me that if I was to attempt to run away, I would be.
So when Gypsy recounts this story to Kale, she tells Kale that she had already been busted one time running away. She came back home, she was punished, and it was weeks down the line that she was preparing to run away again, but that her mom found her runaway bag and confronted her. It was at that time that she saw her mom's BB gun on the table. She grabbed the gun and she unloaded on her mom. She says in this interview to Kale, "I knew it was a BB gun. There have been reports come out stating that I said I did not know it was a BB gun and I thought it was a real gun. However, that's not true. I never said that. I always knew that it was a BB gun and I only shot her with a BB gun to scare her."
Did you think it was a real gun?
No. I knew it was a BB gun.
Okay.
Which, in certain documentaries and transcripts and stuff like that, some people are like, "Oh, well, she didn't know it was a BB gun." No, I knew it was a BB gun.
Okay. So you didn't think it was going to kill her?
No.
Okay. And when you shot her with it, it was to scare her, or did you think it would kill her?
Oh, no, it was just to scare.
Right. Okay.
When I grabbed the gun and I threatened her with it. And before I knew it, I pulled the trigger as many times as I could.
And if you could figure that out, you could have figured out how to leave.
My mother, I just remember thinking, like, oh my God, did I just do that? But the wounds were superficial. It barely grazed her. That's when I realized it was a BB gun.
On the documentary, clear as day, she tells us that she thought it was a real gun and that she pulled the trigger as many times as she could. She unloaded and was shocked when she realized it was nothing but a BB gun. Now, on the Vile Files podcast, she told Nick Viles that she asked Nicholas Godejohn to unalive her mom because she could not do it.
He's the one that did the actual kill, not me. I can't kill anyone. That's why he's in trouble to begin with.
That's when I realized it was a BB gun.
In certain documentaries and transcripts and stuff like that, some people are like, "Oh, well, she didn't know it was a BB gun." No, I knew it was a BB gun.
Okay. So you didn't think it was going to kill her?
No.
Okay.
If the story is true that she unloaded a gun on her mom thinking that it was a real gun, then she very much could have been an unaliver. I don't think you're going to mix up whether or not you really thought you were shooting your mom with a real gun or you thought you were shooting your mom with a BB gun. Another detail that Gypsy changed was the dating site. So Kale asked Gypsy, "How did you know about a dating site? You were so isolated. How did you know anything about a dating site?"
How did you know about like a dating site?
I seen a commercial for it on TV.
Yeah.
It was like Christian Mingle or something like that.
Yeah.
However, on the documentary, she tells us that her friend, that was her neighbor, that they were online chatting one night and her friend was like, "Hey, you should check out this Christian dating site."
And I went to my bedroom and I started talking with a neighbor on Facebook about Dan. She's like, "Oh, you should get on that online dating website called ChristianDatingForFree.com.
So that's just a few things that I picked up on listening to Kale Lowry's Barely Famous podcast, interviewing Gypsy Rose Blanchard. So you guys go take a listen, see if you catch Gypsy changing her story up any as well. Leave me your thoughts in the comment section below. Also, I do have a full-length video over on YouTube detailing everything, so go check that out if you want. And make sure you follow this account for all your reality TV news and gossip quick tidbits. Bye, guys.
And then she, at one point, says her mother knew and was making her cocktails, but then it was her mother didn't know anything. Do you think that we all don't have brains? We're not brain damaged like you, okay? Yes, I've had many concussions from having my head bashed in by my ex-husband. But I still have a lot better of a fucking memory than you must. And how delusional are you, Gypsy Rose, that you've literally said things like you didn't ever taste ocean water before, and things like you've never been to Disneyland or Disney World. What? Gypsy Rose, eat a dick. That's all I gotta say. I do have it written in my notes here that she had the books ripped from the shelves. Oh. Ripped from the shelves, and nobody wants anything to do with her anymore. But as you've seen in the video I just reacted to, that's not the case. The lady called the bookstore. So, like, why are we lying? There's no reason to lie for clicks and views, you know? I don't feel like I don't know. I just don't get it. I want a career on YouTube. Therefore, a career on YouTube is only going to come to me if I am real and I am honest and I'm telling the truth and what? Like, okay, we're talking about the podcast, okay? Anyways, this clip, Gypsy's talking about how Krusty was always referred to as the other woman, as the home wrecker. Yeah, Gypsy, because she fucking was.
My mom always used to tell me that Christy was like the home wrecker. She's the other woman. Like, she was always branded the other woman.
Right. So she didn't have her own identity. So you sort of took on what your mom felt, which, I mean, when you're young and you only have the one parent in your life, what are you supposed to know?
Exactly.
You're just going by what you're taught.
Yeah.
In the book, you talk about a half sister, but it wasn't clear if that was Mia or if there's another half sister.
I have two half sisters.
So you have Mia, that is Christy and Rod's, and then you have another half sister.
Yes.
And do you have a relationship with her?
We are friends on Facebook.
Okay.
So we communicate through Facebook. We have met once.
Okay.
Earlier in the year.
Okay.
We all got together, and, you know, it was great to have, like, my dad had been wanting a relationship with all three of his daughters.
Okay.
And so one day when I was in town, my sister Facebooked me, and she's like, I'd like to meet you. And so it was great because I had me, Mia, and her there.
Right.
It was great.
And so has your dad maintained a relationship with her, or she's kind of been separate from everybody?
Really?
She's, I would say she keeps her distance.
She fucking was. She is probably fucking livid wherever she is right now to even hear you say that, because it seems like you're defending Christy, and
This is
I get it.
This is
you and Christy suck each other's pussies or whatever. I get it. Whatever.
Really,
you sit there and say, "Oh, my mom referred to her as the other woman. My mom referred to her as the homewrecker." Your mother worked with the woman, and then she comes along and steals her friend's man.
How about
and
I
you
killed
think
my
that's
mother
not
for
a homewrecker,
sausage?
Gypsy Rose? Then what is
What
one?
these are the
It's exactly what she fucking is, you dumbass. And you know what? I've got to say here, I know Rod,
No, you wrote porn.
he said that,
that
he
one.
wasn't ready for the whole marriage thing and the baby thing and like whatever, and that he just wasn't in love with Deedee and yada yada. And that's fucking cruel to say, I know, but whatever, it is what it is. But you should have wrapped it up or something, Rod, because if you knew damn well you didn't want to be in a relationship with this lady, you still did wrap it up. You didn't have her be on birth control or anything. And now look what you did. Now look what you fucking did. Now we have a Gypsy Rose in the world. Thank you, Rod. And then this one, too. As you seen in the skit that I did in the beginning, we listen and we don't judge.
We listen and we don't judge. You're first.
Okay, so I'm first. So, I used a baby bottle until I was an adult.
We all have trauma. We listen and we don't judge. I also thought about using my mom's meds to self-medicate. Relatable?
Yeah, very much. Yeah.
We listen and we don't judge.
So I also used to steal my mom's pain medication to get high.
Okay. We listen and we don't judge. I also lied to CPS as a child. We listen and we don't judge.
I wrote a book while I was in prison.
We listen and we don't judge. I also ran away to my boyfriend's house when I was young. So we listen and we don't judge.
To find out more, you can purchase my book wherever books are sold.
Also, you know what, guys? I thought a great way to get to know each other, let's do a thing in the comments. I don't know if you want to or not. You don't have to. But let's do a thing in the comments where, like, you guys can ask me anything you want. I'll answer. I could do, like, a Q&A or something somehow. I just thought it would be fun. Like, to just ask each other random questions and just get to know one another a little bit. Kind of, like, get our minds off of this bullshit that's going on, you know? All I want to do is get a permanent memorial for Deedee and help Ivory Rose in any way possible and try to help stop this YouTube fucking drama going on right now between creators when we all need to get back to being focused on what was important in the first place, and that was justice for Deedee and justice for Nick Godejohn. It's time that we kind of look at the bigger picture and see what it is now that all of everything's come out. Stand on the sidelines and say, okay, where are our problematic areas and what can we fix to make this an even stronger community to fight against Gypsy Rose and her narrative. Do you know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm just so beside myself, you guys. For fuck's sake. Gypsy Rose just gets me riled up on that level of like no other. I try not to, I'm like, oh, I'm going to do a video on something else. I am today. Also, look for my drone video. I got a good video today. Also, I'm going to be coming out with about the drone activity over New Jersey, New York, and all that. The East Coast. And then I was sitting there thinking, like, are there any news stations? Are there any television stations that aren't affiliated with Lifetime that we could write to that would want to expose Gypsy with us? That could be a huge story for them. You know what I mean? Like, we already know what's going on. Bring us creators on to tell the lies, the bullshit, all that. And I think it would be a great story for some news station or something to pick up and expose Gypsy Rose. But I believe that their hands are tied because of the Lifetime Network and their bullshit. And then Nina posted a video as well about how Pink Pony Club, she was getting death threats and everything before she even got to the bookstore. Why? You fucking Gypsy Rose supporters are that goddamn and, you know, clung to her that you're going to put death threats on somebody? So what? Y'all are just like eager to commit the same kind of fucking bullshit that Gypsy Rose did? Is that it? Is you, I guess, have some like sick, demented shit in your heads that, you know, you secretly want to be a murderer, but you're going to live vicariously through her? What is it? I don't get it. To me, if somebody came out of jail and they're a murderer and then they all of a sudden start lying about their entire story and start fabricating shit and start causing all kinds of drama, what is it about Gypsy Rose that is so fucking fascinating? All you're doing is, and then the women that have truly been abused by their mothers, also the sons that have truly been abused by their mothers, that never took their mothers' lives, that still even love their mothers after the abuse. What about them? You've completely just taken everything from them as victims. No, they're survivors actually, and you're a fucking idiot. Because you were never abused. How dare you say that you were and just sit there and fucking lie? How dare you, Gypsy Rose? I was severely abused by my ex-husband for years on end, and I never killed him. I thought about it sometimes, I won't lie, because he used to so severely abuse me. But I ended up leaving with my 4 children, not knowing where we were going to go, what we were going to do. But I made it. 30 days later, I had a full-time job, an apartment, a car, everything done and ready for my children. It was hard as fuck taking care of 4 children. But I did it. I didn't just take the easy road. I'll just off him and leave. What the fuck? And you weren't even abused. So how sick are you, Gypsy? Just makes me fucking sick. And then what else makes me sick is we have Gypsy Rose here with her sick narrative and her sick fucking story that we should be focusing on. But no, let's have creator on creator bullshit. It's dumb. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Forget about it. You know? Oh. Mr. Turtle, I got my stuffed animals on my friends over here. Okay? What do you think about it, Mr. Turtle? You understand? You hear all the stories. Tell me what you think. All of them, they're pissed. I'm pissed. The animals are pissed. DMX is pissed. We're all fucking pissed. Anyways, I gotta end the video before I embarrass myself. I love you guys with all my heart. And, you know, my email is in my description. If you'd like to email me, I check it all the time. I am not somebody wonderful. I am just regular old me here to be friends with all of you and have a great community. And you know what I was thinking? Sometime we could have, I could rent like a big community room and invite you all from all walks of life, and like we could have like a family reunion party. And I know I don't want to do that though, because then it'll be hard for some people to get there. We could live stream it. Oh, I don't know. I just love you guys. I just love you. Just love you. Thank you for coming to watch my videos. I just love it. I just love it. And I'm over it. Fuck you, Gypsy Rose. Fuck you, Gypsy Rose. You're fucking cunt, and I hate you, fucking Gypsy Rose. Oh, sorry, I said that word. Oh, my God. I'll see you later. I need to go wash my mouth out with soap.